This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to introduce to you the new Green Machine Roulette system by Jeffrey Eisenberg. He said that he took the double explosion system and he transformed it into this system that he has not lost with yet, and he's been just continuing to make more and more money and hasn't lost his bankroll. So I can't wait to show this one to you, and we're going to compare his and test it up against breaking the roulette wheel today, which is going to go first. Each is going to get 15 minutes of playtime. I can't wait to see which one makes the most money. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with a $5 bet on red with breaking the roulette wheel first. And here we go. That's a 5 red. Okay, and that's a $5 win. So we're going to go to 10 now. We're going to actually increase after we win. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we have a $10 bet on red. That's a double zero. That's a loss. We're going to increase again. So now we're going to have 15 on red. And we're at -5 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 28 black. That's another loss. So we'll increase again. We're going to go from 15 to 20. Now we have a $20 bet on red. $25 20 down, $25 bet. That's a 15 black. That's a loss. I'm glad we're starting out with a losing streak here because that's what's great about breaking the roulette wheel. And we have a $25 bet now. I'm going to show you why. Because with a lot of systems like this, if you get on a big losing streak, you can't come back. And we're on a big losing streak right now. You can see we're already down. We're down $65. And now we have a $30 bet on red. So we've lost a bunch of them in a row. And if we were not increasing after every spin, we would not be able to get it back like we're going to do here. And that's a $30 win. You can see we're -35. We're going to keep increasing. We're increasing on every single spin with breaking the roulette wheel. And I'm going to tell you when that stops. Coming up here, that's a 1 red. That's a $35 win there. We're back to where we started. We're going to keep increasing. Now we're at $40. And here we go. All right, that's a 13 black, and that's a loss. So let's increase again. Now we're going to go to 45. We're going up $5 on each one. We're currently -40, and that's okay. And here we go. Okay, that's a win on 16 red. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're up 5. Let's rebet and spin. We're still going up. Now we're at $50. And here we go. That's a loss on 22 black, so let's increase again. So now we're going to go to 55. And we're at -45 right now. And when you go on big losing streaks like this, if you're not increasing after every spin like this one, you can get way behind and it can be really hard to get your money back. But since we're increasing on every spin, guess what? We're one spin away from turning this whole thing around. And let's do that now. Oh, but we lost. That's a double zero, and that's okay. We'll increase again. We'll go to 65. And we're at -50 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. This is breaking the roulette wheel, and the green machine is coming up. That is a win on 3 red. $65 win. We're up 15. We'll increase again to 70. Then I'm going to share with you here in a minute when you need to stop increasing. Okay, there's a win on 9 red. Okay, that's a $70 win. We're up 85. We're going to keep increasing. Now we're up to a $75 total bet here. Okay, that's a loss on 4 black. So we're going to keep increasing. Now we're going to have an $80 total bet. We're up 10 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a win on 18 red. Fantastic. So we are currently up 90. And we're going to increase again. Here we go. I'm going to share with you here in a second when you shut this off. Okay, but that's a loss. That's a 35 black. So we increase again. We're going to go to 90. And we have plenty of bankroll with this one to do this. This is a $2,000 bankroll system for $5 units. That's really important. And you can always do this with a $400 bankroll. And there's a win there. And if you want to take the 5 and move it to a $1 bet. So we're up 95 now. Let's rebet and add another unit and spin. All right, here we go. Okay, we lost though. That's 31 black. So we're going to keep increasing. Again, we have a $2,000 bankroll. We're not even down yet, so we're doing okay. But this is a $100 total bet here on red. And that's a loss on 11 black, so we go up another unit. We've had a lot of losses with this one, and what you're going to find out is since we're increasing on every spin, win or loss, we're going to be able to get it back after long losing streaks. And you can see we're still losing. So let's go up again. We're going to go up from 105 to 110. We're minus 205, but you're going to find out even being down this much, once we get some red numbers, we're going to be back in business. And that's a 9 red. That's a $110 win. Let's go up another $5 unit here. We're at 115, and we can do that with a $2,000 bankroll. But we lost again. That's a 10 black. We're going to have to be patient. So let's go up again. And I'm telling you, even though we're losing and we're down $210, since we're increasing on every spin, once we do get a few red numbers, we're going to be golden. And that's an 18 red. And you can't say that with systems that don't increase like this. And you can see now we're minus 90. Let's increase again. We're at 125 total bet. If we were only increasing on losses, we would be in quite the bind right now. But we're okay because we've been increasing on wins and losses. And there's another loss. You can see we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 right there that you can see. Now we're at 130 total bet, and we have plenty of bankroll to do so. Eventually, we're going to get some red numbers. And there's one right there with a 7 red. Since we're increasing on every spin, we're going to be able to come back much quicker. And let's see where we're at now. We're at minus 85. Let's go up again. We're at 135 total bet now. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's another loss though, 26 black, but with our $2,000 bankroll, we can manage that. Again, you can also do this with a $400 bankroll and dollar units, but we're at 140 total bet now. And but I'm not too worried because I've seen this come back so many times. Let's get a win right here on 1 red. We did, so that's a $140 win. We're minus 80, and you can see it seems like we should be down a lot more than we are, but the reason we're not is because we're increasing on every spin. And you can see we lost again there, so we're still going to have to be patient. So let's go up again. Now we're at 150 total bet, but we have a lot in our bankroll. Again, you can do this with $400 bankroll and dollar units, or a $2,000 bankroll and $5 units. And there's another loss. So you can see we've had tons and tons of losses, and I'm telling you we're going to come back. So we're minus 375, 155 total bet, and here we go. That's another loss, 35 black. This is going to really show you that we can come back from anything with this system if the bankroll's large enough. We're minus 530. Let's go ahead and spin here at 160 total bet. We've had so many more losses than wins, but we finally got a win on 12 red. And all it's going to take is a string of red numbers. And if we're patient enough, and let's increase again here. If we're patient enough, we're going to come right back and make a lot of money. Okay, there we go, 5 red. We've been patient. We've had tons of losses. We're going to keep increasing. We're at 170 now. You can see it's not going to take that many wins. If we can just get a few of them here to get back on track, and that's a 9 red. So we're at minus 35. It seems like we should be down a fortune right now, but we're not. And I have a feeling we're going to make some profit now. There we go. That's a 3 red. $175 win, and we just hit our first profit goal of $100. We're going to reset back to the original $5 bet. So you can see we were patient. We had a good-sized bankroll. We kept increasing on wins and losses, and now it paid off. And you can see now all of a sudden we're up $145 even after all those losses. And actually, I'm sorry, I should have done this one for 10. You increase on every bet till we get to 200 now. So we lost that one. Let's increase here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're at 10 on red. And then we're going to increase on every one till we get to $200 profit now. That's another loss on 22 black. So let's go up. Okay, we'll be at 15 now. We're up 130. Here we go. And that's a 13 black. Again, lots of losses. We've had so many more losses than wins. But we're going to be just fine, and we're up 115 right now, $20 total bet. Okay, there's a win on 23 red. All right, fantastic. And again, we're going to keep increasing until we get to 200.
No
So
more
we're
bet.
at $25 total bet now. We're 10 minutes in out of 15, and the green machine's coming up from Jeffrey Eisenberg. Don't miss that one. That is a loss. We're going to keep increasing on wins and losses, and we're up.
No
I'm
more
sorry, it's
bet.
a $30 total bet here, and then we'll check our balance. Another loss on 33 black. So again, look at all those losses. We've lost 5 of the last 6, but we're going to be just fine. And you can see we've dropped down to $80 profit temporarily. Let's get some wins. We're going to be patient until good things happen again because we have the bankroll to do so, and that's a $35 win. We're up 115. We're going to keep increasing. And again, when you get in lots of trouble, increasing on every spin is what keeps you in it. And if you get way behind because you're only increasing on losses, sometimes it can be near impossible to get back. Okay? But the key is starting small units like we have with $5 in a large bankroll. So we're up 155.
No more
Now we
bet.
have a $45 total bet here. Here we go. Okay, that's a win on 25 red. Let's see what that does for us. You can see we just reached our next goal of 200. So now we're going to go back to $5 and we're going to try to get to 300.
No more bet.
Each time we get $100 in profit, we're going to reset back to $5. Then we're going to increase on wins and losses until we get there. But again, the most important part of this, you have to start with a small unit size
No more bet.
and you have to have a large bankroll. It's very, very important. If you run out of bankroll, this doesn't work. And if this is too much money for you, you want to use a $400 bankroll in dollar units, okay? So we're up 215 now. We're going to increase again. Now we're trying to get to 300. We're 12 minutes in out of 15 with breaking the roulette wheel. That's a 1 red. Okay, that's a $15 win. We're up 230. Let's increase again.
No more bet.
Now we're at $20 total. Again, though, the key to this, start small, large bankroll, because you could go on a big losing streak. But you will come back if the bankroll's large enough and you're patient. So we're going to be at $25 total bet now. And now we're trying to get to $300. That's a 10 black. That's another loss. So let's go ahead and increase again. Okay. So we're up 185, trying to get to 300 here. And let's see what we get on this one. There we go. That's a 14 red. That's a good one. Let's increase again. We're up 215, trying to get to 300.
No more
Now we
bet.
have a $35 total bet. We're going up $5 with each win and loss until we reach our next profit goals, and that's a 27 red. Great. So we're up 250. Let's keep increasing.
No
Now
more
we're
bet.
at 40. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. And that's a 31 black, and that's a loss. So we'll increase again. Okay, so we're at $45 bet now, and we're
No more
up 210, trying to get to 300 for our next profit goal. Here we go. Another loss, 17 black. And again, this can be very hard to come back when you're not increasing enough as you lose.
No more bet.
It's much easier if you're increasing with every spin. That's an 18 red. That's a win. So we're going to keep increasing. We don't stay the same. We're up 215. Now we're going to have a $55 total bet. Again, we're trying to get to 300 profit now. That's another loss, 6 black. So we're going to be patient. We have the bankroll to do so. We're just going to keep increasing. Now we're at $60 total. And I have seen this fail plenty of times if the bankroll's not high enough and you start with too high of a bet. So again, that is the key to this system. Start small, large bankroll. Okay, so we're up 220. Let's go up another 5 here. Again, you can also do this with dollar units and a $400 bankroll. Don't forget that. That's a 29 black, and that's a loss. Let's go up again. Okay, now we're at 70. We'll check our bankroll after this one and see where we're at. There we go. There's a 1 red. We're trying to get to 300, and we're at 225. Let's keep increasing. Okay, so even after those losses, we're doing just fine. And that's because we're increasing on every spin. There's an 18 red. Fantastic. Okay, so we're currently up 300. We made a new profit goal there. And we're right at the end of the 15 minutes here. So that was a great session. Started out really bad. And that's what I like, though, is to show you guys how to come back. And usually what it takes to come back is Small starting unit, large bankroll, patience. If you run out of bankroll, there's nothing you can do. And if you start out with a bet that's too high, that doesn't work out. And if you start out with a low bankroll, that doesn't work out. So that's definitely the most important thing with this one. But increasing on every spin does give you a better chance to come back quicker than if you get tons of losses and you're only increasing on those losses. So hope you enjoyed this one. But now it is time for the Green Machine Roulette System by Jeffrey Eisenberg. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the Green Machine Roulette System by Jeffrey Eisenberg. Let's place the bets. And we're going to use $5 units today. You can also use dollar units. I'm going to give you the bankroll for both. Okay, so we're going to start with a 5 on the 0 double 0. And then we're going to have a 5 on the 4-5 and the 8-9, the 23-24 split, 20-21, 17-18. And then we're also over here going to have the 35-36 and the 32-33. You can see that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18 total numbers covered. Okay, so that's a $45 total bet. You can see there's a jackpot on the 0 double 0. This is the green machine. We want green numbers. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go.
No more bet.
$45 total bet to start. And here we go. That is a 22 black. Okay, we lost the first one, so we're going to go up a unit. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go from 45 to 90. That means all the 5s go to 10. And you can see we're currently minus $45.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spin. And this is a $2,500 bankroll system. This is a $500 bankroll system for dollar units. You can do either or. And we're starting out with a couple losses. And so we need to increase these. So we're going to go up a unit. All these 10s are going to go to 15s. And I'm not too concerned. Jeffrey tests these things out, and he says this has never lost its bankroll. So let's find out if he's right. And here we go. That's a 17 black. Okay, that's a $135 win. And now we're going to go back a unit. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take off a whole $5 basically from each bet. Now we're back to 90 total. Let's go ahead and spend. So $5 got taken off with that win, and that's a 1 red. And we lost, so we have to add that $5 that we just took off back in. So those go back up to 15. And this is a system where you definitely want to cash out after you hit a green, 0 or a double 0. That's the jackpot numbers with this system. And that's a 5 red. Okay, that's a win. So we're going to go back that unit again. We're up 45. So we're going to take those off. Okay, so we're back to where we were before at 90.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spend. Here we go. All right, we got a 0. Fantastic. That's a $270 jackpot win. All right, we're up $315 now. Anytime you hit a jackpot, you go back to where we started. All the way back to the start. And you can see we have 5 on each of those. That you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 5. $45 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. And man, what a great start. The green machine is producing. Tried to hit 0 again there. That would have been fantastic. That's a loss, so we're going to go up a unit. So let's do that. We're going to go from 45 to 90. All those 5s turned into 10s. You can also start with dollars, and then that would go from 1 to 2. And then the bankroll would be much smaller. Instead of 2,500, it would be 500. And that's a loss, so we're going to go up a unit. So all those 10s are going to go to 15s. Here we go. Okay, 135 total bet, and let's spin. All right, that is a 19 red. And that's another loss, so we're going to add another unit to all those. Here we go, and boy, as these bets get higher, those jackpots get even better. And we're at 180 total bet now, and let's go ahead and spin. That's a 31 black, and that's a loss, so we're going to go up another unit. So these jackpot numbers keep going up as well. They're all going to 25 now. Again, this is a $2,500 bankroll system for $5 units, and we're
more
at
bet.
225 total, and this is a $500 bankroll system for dollar units. And that's an 8 black, and that's a nice $225 win. That puts us back up again, and we're going to take the last set of 5s off. So here we go. Back at $180. So we're going back a unit when we get the wins. And here we go. We had tried to hit 0 again. That's a 9 red. That's a $180 win. Now we're back up 270. We're going to take off the last row of 5s. So now we're back to 135. So we're going back one $5 unit on each bet when we win. Tried to hit 0 again there, but that's a 9 red. We'll take another win there, back-to-back 9s, and now we're at $405. That is awesome. So we're going to take the last row of 5s off, and now we're back at 90. So again, $5 comes off each one when you win. $5 goes on each one when you lose, and that's a 24 black. All right, that's a $90 win. We're at $495 now. That is awesome. So let's take some more off. All right, we're back to where we started at 45. We're 5 minutes in out of 15 with the Green Machine by Jeffrey Eisenberg, and that's a 32 red. Fantastic. That's a $45 win. We're at $540 already. That is just awesome. And again, when you hit the Green Machine, when you hit 000, you go back to the start no matter what. And that's a 17 black. That's a $45 win. We're up $585 already. And Jeffrey's been telling me how great this system is and how he transformed this system into what it is today. And that's a 29. That's a loss. We're going to increase all those 5s to 10s by going up $5 on each when we lose. And here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, and we lost. So we're going to go up another unit. So we're going to go from 10 to 15 on all these. Every time we lose, $5 gets added to each one of these splits. And here we go. That's a 22 black. And that's another loss. So let's go ahead and we're going to increase all these from 15 to 20. Even the jackpot numbers on the Green Machine keep going up as well. And when you hit those, boy, does it pay. That is fantastic when you hit those ones. And here we go. Ooh, that was so close to hitting the 0. That was fantastic if we had done that. But we lost. So we're going to go up again. Now we're at 25 on each. And this is when you need the bankroll. If you get on a string of losses, you can see we dropped down to 135 total profit right now. So we need to get a win here soon. That's a 32 red. And that's a $225 win. So we're up $360. We're still doing awesome. Let's take off the last set of $5 bets. So that puts us back at $180 by taking $5 off each one of those splits and the 000. That's a 34 red, and that's a loss. So we'll add those back in again. So they go back up to 25. And again, you can do this with dollar units and a $500 bankroll. Okay, we're at 225 total bet now. 7 minutes in out of 15 with the Green Machine by Jeffrey Eisenberg, and that is an 8 black. Fantastic. That's a $225 win. We're at $405. Let's take some of these bets off. We're taking 5 off of each bet, the splits and the zeros. And here we go. Okay, that's a 25 red. And that's a loss. So we're going to add that unit back in that we took off. Now we're back at 25. So let's go ahead and do that. And we have the bankroll for this. This is a $2,500 bankroll system with $5 units. $500 bankroll for dollar units. Anyone can play this. You just have to choose the one that fits your budget the best. And that's another loss. And you need the bankroll because we could go on a big losing streak here, and you need to hang in there until you get a win. And a 0 at that point would be amazing. And here we go. So we have 30 on each now. 270 total bet. Then we'll check our balance after this one. We're at 8 minutes and 20 seconds in. And it tried to hit the 0, but that's a 10 black. Another loss. So again, now we're down. So that's why we have the $2,500 bankroll, because if you go on a big losing streak, you need it. and you need to be patient until one of these numbers hits. I will say though, there is 18 numbers covered. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 splits at 14. And let's go ahead and spin here. Let me make sure that's right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Actually, I'm sorry, there's one more that I didn't put in here, the 13, 14. Jeffrey, sorry about that. We'll add that in on the next one. Let's go ahead and spin at 315. And that's a double zero. Fantastic. Okay, that's a $945 win. We're up $675. So let me show you what I was talking about, because I did miss one of the splits that Jeffrey wanted me to put in there. We're up $675 now, though, but we'll get that where it's supposed to be now. Anytime you hit the zero, you always restart, no matter where you are. So let's go ahead and put the bets back in here. And I think I did miss one of them there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we'll make sure these are right. Yes, the 13-14 split needs to be added in there. So let's do that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, let's see here. Oh, and then this one right here, the 8, 9. Okay, so now we have a, so I think I only missed that on one of the bets. I had done it correctly at the start of the video, but on one of them I somehow left the 13-14 split out. So now it's back where it's supposed to be. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, here we go. $45 total bet. And if you make a mistake when you're playing roulette, just jump right back on board again. And, you know, that's all you can do. Don't dwell on any mistakes. Just jump back on board and keep going. So let's increase again here. Okay, so all those 5s are going to go to 10s. Every time you lose, you go up $5. Okay, and every time you win, you come $5 back. And here we go. That's a 17 black. Okay, that's a $90 win there, and we're up $720 now. We're going to go back to the original 45, and again, that's how you know that you have the bet right, because if you accidentally get, and there's a zero, fantastic. That's a $45 win on zero. We're up $765 now. That is awesome. So, and actually, oh my God. I made another mistake, guys. You're not going to believe this, but anyway, the zero, it's supposed to be 5 on the zero and the double zero. We had the right number of numbers on here, though, and we did it correctly earlier in the video, but I did just do a split instead of, to do the jackpots on the zeros, you need a 5 on the zero and a 5 on the double zero. And again, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 splits, and that's 16 plus the 2 zeros is 18 numbers, and it's actually a $50 bet, not 45. So let's go ahead and spin.
No more bets.
You can play it either way, but I think Jeffrey believes, and I agree with him, that having one extra split allows you to win more often. And let's see how it goes here. We're up $715. We lost that one, so let's go up a unit. That means all these 5s go to 10s. And here we go. Okay, that's a 1 red. Okay, and that is a loss. So we're going to go up a unit on all these. 10 to 15. So you can do it. You could do it the way we mistakenly did it with 16 numbers, but I would do it this way with 18 numbers. So make sure it's a $50 bet, not a $45 bet. Look at that. That's a $390 win on double zero. We're up $1,005 now. That is absolutely incredible. Let's take these bets back off and spin. And again, when you do make mistakes, and sometimes I make mistakes when I'm talking, filming, and testing these new strategies that I've never used before. But you just jump right back on board and do the best that you can. Don't dwell on the mistakes. So let's add 5s in after that loss. And yeah, definitely not perfect. And when you make a mistake, just own it and jump right back on board. And we're 13.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 4 black. All right, that's a $120 win. We're up 1,025 now. And let's go back one now. There we go. $100 total bet now, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 6 black. Okay, and that's a loss, so we're going to add 1 to every bet. There we go. Okay, $150 total bet now. That's a 33 black. All right, $120 win. Fantastic. We're up 1,045 now. Let's take a set of $5 bets off. Now we're back to $100 total bet. So we're coming back one when we win, up one when we lose. We almost hit the 00 again there. And that's a loss there. And let's go ahead and increase. So we're going to go from 10 to 15. So we're going 1 up, 1 down. 18 numbers covered. Jackpot numbers on the green machine, 000. That's a 21 red. Okay, that's a $120 win. We're up 1,065, so we go back again. Now we're at $100 total, and this will be our last spin. We're right at the 15-minute mark. That's a 25 red. Okay, and that's a $100 loss. So we ended up $965 in profit after 15 minutes with the Green Machine by Jeffrey Eisenberg. Sorry I had that little brief stretch where I had 16 numbers instead of 18. It still works the same way, but I think you have a better chance of winning if you do have the 18 numbers, like Jeffrey says. And but you got to see it both ways, and that's cool. So remember, you can also do this with dollar units and a $500 bankroll. Either way is fine, and just choose the one that best fits your bankroll. Because if you play with one that's too high and you don't have the resources, then it never works out. You're always better off starting out with a small bet and a large bankroll, just like with the first system today, breaking the roulette wheel. You want to start as small as you can and have the biggest bankroll possible. And hope you enjoyed this one. And remember to send your roulette systems, just like Jeffrey did today, into roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And man, I just really enjoy seeing all the new systems every day, and I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And hope you're enjoying the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. I sure enjoy it, and love seeing you guys making comments and helping each other out as well. There's so many people in this community that really care and want to help others. And if you have a question, put it in the comments, and someone will definitely help you. And email me if you have a question at roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Be happy to answer it. And remember to send your systems in too. And always test these systems out for yourself before you take them to the casino. And make sure that you like them before you go in there. Also, it helps to practice as well, so you get comfortable with the system before you go in. So definitely do that. And again, send those roulette systems in. If you're enjoying the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's grow this community as big as we can. The more people in it, the more systems get sent in every day in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.